Hi, it's Earlene Hooper. Hello, friends. It's Earlene Hooper, who's running for the 18th Assembly District, New York State Assembly. And I'm happy to be with you. This is the second day that I'm talking to you. And yesterday, I did give you background as it related to 2018. This is now 2020, and I definitely am running for re-election. But what was done in 2018 doesn't compare to what has transpired in 2020. I've already shown you that I was on the ballot. You see this. And on August the 3rd, I had to accept it. I did the acceptance. And August the 3rd also, I was at the Board of Election because we had to, what you might call, cure a cover sheet. Bottom line is, I'm on the ballot. And that information by FedEx indicating we had to cure. Now this is what happened on August the 18th. On August the 18th, I went to the Board of Election because they needed from me information regarding the Nassau County elections. And while I was there, I got a copy, and I've sent it to you, I'll show it to you, indicating that I needed to take care of that, and I did. It was on the 18th. I was at the Board of Election on the 18th at least maybe 2 hours, 3 or 4 hours. I arrived around noon, and I left there around 3. And when I left there, I went to take care of some more political campaign-like business. And I have a P.O. box. So I went to the post office. If you can look at this, it shows that I was at the post office on August 18th, and that CK is the initial of the postal employee with whom I spoke. Because I went to the post office on the 18th and received in my P.O. box a letter that was put in the post office in my P.O. box the morning of the 18th. If you have a P.O. box, they put the mail in your box at 11 o'clock in the morning. So I usually go around 12, 1 o'clock, but I was at the Board of Election. What I found out when I went to the Board of Election, that the post office received on the morning of the 18th, and if you can see where it was stamped, it was received in the post office on August 18th. But the stamp, the franking on the envelope, as you can see, was August 13th. I asked the postal employee, how long does it take for something to come from Nassau County to here? We're talking about Mineola. He said 2 days at the most, but it was a weekend, and as soon as we get it, we put it in the box. I said, when did it get to my box? He said, this morning. Well, that letter indicated that I needed to go to court on the 18th. And if I didn't go to court on the 18th, I would not be able to stay on the ballot. So I spoke to the attorney, my attorney, and he said to me, well, why would they send it to you on the day that you need to be there? I said, I don't know. But according to the post office, it arrived on the 18th. But it's stamped on the 13th. I don't know what happened. But because I didn't go to court to challenge it, they took me off the ballot. So I'm wondering, what happened? Bottom line is, something did happen. I've already spoken to an attorney, and there will be litigation. But we cannot do it as rapidly as we could before this plague. So I am going to run. And I shall explain to you when I get back to you another time how I'm going to run and the reason I'm going to run. Because something doesn't look right. If you look at the paperwork and you look at the date and you look at what had transpired, I was at the Board of Election at least 3 hours, maybe more. And they knew that I would be getting something that day. They knew that. Of course, they did not want me to know. So by the time I got it, the court system was down. Sometimes when we are doing what we know is right, there is always a force that is trying to deter you. I need funds. I need your votes. I need your support. And I know in my heart, we can win. We are going to save that hospital. We cannot allow that hospital to close. Illegals, legals, insured, underinsured. It's the only public hospital in the entire county. And it has been commandeered by a force that is not in the best interest of us. So I'm not going to deal with the negative. We are going to make sure that we will win. And we will show that this community is going to represent all of Nassau County. And so with that, I just want to reiterate the 501c3s. If you are a fraternity or sorority or any type of civic organization, under the law, you are not allowed to provide political funds. But as an individual, just as an individual, you can vote. You can provide it. So I'm going to repeat this. Fraternities, sororities, 501c3s, would you please set up a relay? Because I need funds. We need funds. Set up a relay and have one person call another person and so on, because individuals can donate and go to GoFundMe and help us to raise the money so that we can compete. There is no maximum and there's no bottom. If you only have $2 or $5, we're welcome. Please send it. If you want to put in $500,000, it's okay. There's no cap and there's no bottom. But whatever you can use your voice to ask your soror or your brother or members of your 501c3. You can use your voice to get us enough funds to compete. I want to remind you that I don't use names usually when I'm doing this because I have to get permission. But Our Voices Rise is the name of our party. It's our party. Our Voices Rise. And if you ever see the Reverend Dr. Cedric Easley, thank him. Because it was he who said, Earlene, we have no voice. He said, we have no voice. And we don't. Every minority, elected official, or leader in the community has fallen under siege by an organization or political organization to take away your voice, take away your right to be heard. Our voices rise, but they can't rise without you. So I'm asking you to be the wind under the wings of Our Voices Rise, and thank the Reverend Dr. Easley for coming to me, because when that pastor came to me, I went to God and I said, lead me, Lord. Tell me what I need to do. Because I had considered it, but I went to it was, I guess, March before we had the virus. I wanted to see the petitions that were being circulated. So I went to this person's house who is an operative in the Nassau County Democrat political party. And I asked that person, I would like to see, may I see the petitions that we're circulating? And something happened, and that individual said, I can't show you that. I said, why not? It's a public document, you're circulating it. And that person said, because if someone knows that I talk to you and I don't support you, I can't support you, I can't talk to you, because someone will find out. I said, well, who? She said, someone will find out. I said, I'm not going to tell anybody. She said, this person said, someone will find out. And I was confined and was told to stay in the kitchen, which I don't mind, that's where the food is. When it was time for me to leave without convincing that individual that I would like to see the petition, the person said, go out the side door so that the people who are in the room on the other side who are here for the meeting won't see you. And that way nobody can say that I was seen with you, because I don't want anybody to find out. I can't be seen with you. That, combined with what Reverend Easley said, made me realize, Earlene, you go back and you talk to the Lord. Because Reverend Easley has already told you we have no voice. And then I talked to someone who was a leader in the community, and I'm told I can't be seen with you. In fact, the person said, I can't even support you, and I don't want anybody to know that I talk to you. So I'm running. We are running. Now let me just get to before I sign off, because I'll be back tomorrow. We need funds. This cannot be done without funds. And so tomorrow I'll explain exactly how we are going to do this, because when God is involved, there is nothing that cannot be done. I look forward to representing the 18th Assembly District. I look forward to saving that hospital if I can, if it's not too late. I'm asking the membership of CSEA, if you live in the Nassau County 18th Assembly District, ask your CSEA union to support the fact that you want to keep your jobs, that you need to have this hospital for the people who need it. And God knows we can't afford to lose Holly Patterson. No. Please, go fund me. Support me. When I am out there and you come to me and you thank me, it makes me feel good. I say, I did something good. And right now, people still come to me and I'm able to assist. And I do it. It's not because I'm not in office, but they come to me because of respect. And they know what I can do and what I will do. So I'm asking you, please, go fund me. Make sure that we address the problem that has caused so many of our leaders being pushed aside and silenced. Our voices rise. Our voices rise, and it will be heard. But we can't do it without the earthly funds. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe, wear your mask, and keep your distance.